Capricorn, my name is Gregory Scott and this is your astrology forecast for the month of August 2014 for your sign in particular. I'm going to look at what's coming up for you and then I'm going to draw a tarot card as well to give you an overall theme for the month. So, you hit this month running in terms of Mercury, your planet of communication, going into Leo. You're going to feel much braver at looking at some of those darker, more taboo subjects of your life. It's in your 8th house of really the subconscious mind. You know, what is hidden? What is it that I don't understand yet? What is the thing that I need to apply myself to get it? It's sitting there with Jupiter and the Sun all in Leo, and that's fire, that's expansion, and that's growth. So I really get that you experience an almost blossoming or bubbling up of something that's internal to yourself that you haven't been aware of as of yet, that comes out of yourself, grows and blossoms into something that you can then do something with, that you can use in your daily life, and that's going to give you a lot of ego gratification. So this is like a new idea, it's an inspiration, it's something that cements your position on your life path. You become much more certain of who you are, what you're doing and what you're trying to achieve. As the month progresses, there's a lot of friction and tension between that understanding of self and the desire to spend time with friends, but also to have conflict with some of your friends. At the beginning of this month, I see that there's going to be a possible, there's going to be some friction, some difference of opinion around you and some other people. Feelings may be hurt, and it could be that these realizations have to do with yourself and what you will and won't accept from friends and people in your social circle in future. So it could be that you get a lot clearer on that you have a greater understanding of what you will tolerate, and that you communicate that to other people without apologizing or without being afraid, and just owning your own truth. So that's really going to cement the people that you do want in your life, and it's going to push out the people that you no longer have time for. So it's quite a tough, practical, situation. This is a Facebook cull, that people do. They get rid of the non-friends that tend to appear. And that's really what I see for you. But the main thing is that you have that fire about yourself and things that have been hidden to yourself. So look at how, this is growth, this is you growing into the person you want to be, into the person you've had an inkling you are, but it hasn't been explicit in your own mind. So that comes and becomes clearer for you. It's the full moon on the 10th of August, and that's in your 2nd house of money, physical assets, beliefs, houses, cars, practical things, income, pay that you get, tangible, measurable results. And it's in Aquarius. So what happens is that for you, all of that self-energy that you've been exploring for the beginning of the month, it shines on that moon and it expands it in an Aquarian way. So it's important for you to not only realize these things about yourself, but it's important for you to teach them to other people and to take it out there and to let other people know who you are, what it is you're wanting to do, and that cements your position in your life, and it also helps you career-wise. I don't know exactly how that's going to look, but it could be that for instance, Kanye West realizes that he's an absolute genius. He may be a genius, he may not be a genius, who knows. But he realizes it, he tells people about it, he gets a huge amount of free publicity, and also he has a great understanding of his own work and what it is he wants to do. It's confidence. It doesn't matter if it's true or not. He believes it, so he's able to use it and do something with it. And that's really the energy I get for you this month. You know and believe and become very strong about something about yourself, and that enables you to really project yourself into your life and become a bigger figure and a bigger player in your own life, in your own world. Venus joins all of this stuff in your 8th house on the 12th of August. It moves into Leo as well, and it's a huge, this is what in astrology we call a stellium, when there's heavenly bodies that kind of join together and lump together and mesh and mold all their energy. And this stellium contains Jupiter, contains the Sun, Mercury, your midheaven, and your Venus. So you absolutely fall in love with your inner self. And Capricorn, you're a worker, you're ambitious, you're driven. this is like, I never even realized how ambitious I am and what I can achieve if I put my mind to it. So it's almost like, oh, I've got some secret information here. No, I need to not tell other people because it's that explosive, it's that powerful. And you really just love some of this inner stuff that you get. Also on this day, there's a big breakthrough in terms of your communication with friends. I saw some conflict previously, but you're able to really box some of those things off and draw a line under it and really do some healing and see what whereas it looked like conflict before, it now looks like a success, and you're glad that some things have left your life and you're glad that other things have come in. So this is really the day when things come to fruition for you in terms of your friendships as well. So that's a big day for you, 12th of August. Moving forward to the 16th, this is that theme of the friendships is still there, but also what happens is that Mercury moves into into Virgo in your 9th house. Okay, so you're going to have the desire to really learn something new and communicate with someone, a teacher or you as the teacher. So either student or teacher in something practical, and you're going to want to expand your mind. That's going to help your communication skills. So your friendships have really been a big lesson for you this month so far, beginning of the month. And now you take those lessons that you've learned and you take that new ability to communicate and you want to take it further and you want to expand it. It might be that you start to philosophize about this. You know, you become the philosopher of friendship. It might be that you decide to learn about something that's come out as a result of this. So one of your friends is bipolar, and that was part of the big conflict that you had, and you start to, and you're a therapist, for instance, you may want to look at that theme and really study it and really come to grips with it. But that's the kind of example. So it's as a result of what you've experienced in your friendships, the information that's been shared there, you now decide on the 16th to take that and to become an expert at it, which is fabulous. Okay. That theme of healing friendship hurts goes on and on. So it's really important for you to do a lot of talking this month. It may not always feel comfortable, but be honest about your feelings. What is it that you do feel? Get that out there. It's important that you're heard. Around the 20th, there's something unexpected happens in terms of your family life that, let me just check. Yeah, again, it's as a result of this inner knowledge, this inner discovery. You share some of that with your family, and you get an unexpected result. It could be that I mean, this is unlikely, but the example I gave of the ambition and the new information is valid. But the thing that's coming to mind here is that, for instance, you realize that you're gay or you're transgender or something like that, and it's something that you've never been aware of. Something to all the straight people who are now watching, going, "Oh my God, what if I turn out to be gay?" I'm not saying that that kind of thing happens, but it's something that's really personal to you that you realize about yourself, and that's an example. You take that to some people who are nearest and dearest to you, really close to you, and you get an unexpected response. So, for instance, if you have had an inkling that you may be have a same-sex orientation and you are really worried about telling your father and you think he's going to react really badly, you may be surprised by the reaction. But the thing is that whatever you expect, if you're expecting a positive reaction, then you may be surprised at the negative reaction. It's the incongruence of the reaction that you get. There's something unusual happening there, okay? So, by the time the 25th of the month comes around, it's the new moon, and that happens in your 9th house. So it's really a good time to make travel plans and to make plans on how you're going to take your life in future and what you're going to do with all this new information. So get really practical about it, see how you're going to put it in place, and plan for the future. The new moon is a wonderful time to plant those seeds, and then they grow by themselves. And Virgo, as an earth sign, is very practical anyway. You'll be able to Make some really good decisions in terms of what will work and what won't work, and you can cut away the non-work stuff. That's what Virgo is very good at: criticizing, evaluating, analyzing, and getting rid of the junk. So make use of that. And then finally, the end of the month really sees you having a lot of bubbling kind of friction in terms of your friendships again and your self, what you've realized about yourself, and that unexpected reaction from earlier in the month kind of rears its head again and becomes a theme and an issue again. Okay. Yeah. I'm just thinking like some other examples in terms of that. I don't know, you know. Something about yourself that you haven't realized yet that comes to the front. Could be that you're an optometrist and you realize you want to be an ophthalmologist. I don't even know what that is, but you know, it's that emergence of something new within yourself. And it's unexpected when you take it to people close to you. Okay, enough about that. Let me choose a card for you to give you the overall theme. And the card that I've got is the King of Cups in reverse. Okay, so at the beginning of the month, when you've got those kind of friendship challenges, when you're looking at you versus other people and how you're deciding to do that, you may feel really emotionally freed by a lot of that. And things may feel painful, but once you've got through that, you sense a real feeling of freedom and a real feeling of, now that this is gone, I can breathe again. Thank goodness, you know, I'm free, I'm my own person, I get to say what's what. And this is really a month for you to assert yourself and really discover who you are and really go out to other people with that, and then not to let their reactions of that influence you too much. So this is you becoming very much self-sufficient, a grown-up, and becoming the person you are, regardless of what other people think of that. Have a great month. You can find me here on YouTube for the daily tarot readings that I do, the weekly astrology readings, and also if you'd like a private reading with me, you can get in touch via the website. It's gregoryscott.co.uk. Click on readings to see what kind of readings I offer. You can find me on Facebook. It's facebook.com/GregoryScott444. And you can also email me. The address is readings@gregoryscott.co.uk. Have a fantastic August, and I'll speak to you soon.